by Russian Premier Vodka and Betfred. We are live and exclusive on Sky Box Office. This bout coming away, ladies and gentlemen, is sanctioned by the British Boxing Board of Control. The steward in charge, Jeff Bolter. Introducing our three judges, scoring from ringside. From Preston, Phil Edwards. From Birmingham, Terry O'Connor. And from London, Dave Paris. Introducing our third man in the ring, the referee in charge. From All Hallows, Kent, Richie Davies. All right, fans, here we go. 12 rounds of boxing for the Commonwealth and vacant British Light Middleweight Championship. Introducing to you first on my left, fighting out of the red corner. Wearing silver trunks with red trim, he weighed in at 10 stone, 12 pounds, 12 ounces. His record stands at 21 wins, 1 defeat, with 15 wins coming by way of knockout. Tonight, challenging for the title, please welcome the WBA International Champion from Deptford, England, introducing Anthony Small. And his opponent across the ring on my right, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing black trunks. He weighed in at 10 stone, 13 pounds, 8 ounces. His record, 22 wins, 1 defeat, 15 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the Commonwealth Light Middleweight Champion from Manchester, England, introducing Matthew Hall. Once again, a referee in charge, Richie Davies, now to give instructions.
Okay, fellas, you've both had your instructions in the dressing room. You know what I expect of you. Behave yourselves, do as you're told, and above all, defend yourselves at all times. Shake hands. Shake hands.
Some reception for Matthew Hall, who hasn't taken his eyes off his opponent. He's been stalking around the ring. What an exciting, enticing blend for you. The new Commonwealth Light Middleweight Champion, Matthew Hall, against the tricky slickster from London, Anthony Small. Both can punch. Add the vacant British belt as well, which is on the line. And the fact that it's a grudge match. No love lost between the pair. And, Jim, we could have fireworks.
Yeah, I think that's guaranteed because their general dislike for each other. Small is the one who stoked that up. To his credit, Hall hasn't really got involved, but when you speak to him between times, he's burning inside. He wants to do a job here.
Anthony Small saying it's a pit stop along the way. He believes he can go and become a world champion in this sport.
I think Small thought the referee called a break there, but he didn't call a break, so he was clipped as he stepped back. So he's going to have to concentrate, and I think the last words from Richie Davies, defend yourself at all times.
Brazenly confident, but time to back it up in the ring against this chunky, heavy-handed slugger who bobs and weaves. And as you were saying earlier, his idol Mike Tyson.
Small hanging on for grim death already. He's going to be warned. Richie Davies has a word with him already. He's looking a little bit tentative. He's not setting himself for power shots. So he's not, in the early stages, backing up the boasts. Needs to get more punches out. This is a little bit better from him.
Bit wide-eyed, Small, who was edgy backstage in the dressing room.
Small's making it a bit messy here. I wonder maybe if he's finding that the physical strength already of Hall. Maybe a bit of a surprise. Maybe he's a little bit stronger than he imagined.
That's where Hall wants to be, up close, delivering the body shots. Got to be a touch careful that he doesn't get carried away with the hate he has for Anthony Small. Did get stopped in a round by Martin Conception.
Yep, this is him talking in close. I think he's getting... He took a little right hand in the chin there, but he hasn't stopped talking, and Richie Davies is not standing for it. Tentative and grabbing, he's spoiling in the opening round. His opening round has been a little bit disappointing Anthony Small, too quick to clinch up close, ducking and diving, not producing any real quality.
And leaning on him now, Hall, using that physical strength. He says he'll break Small's heart. Left hand from Hall, who's had the more solid start, hasn't he?
Yep, the more business-like start. I mean, Small, he's all over the place, ducking and diving, so he can't get any purchase on his punches. He's been grabbing hold up close. Not the confident opening round, nothing like as confident as his ring walk, I must say.
A strange opening round from Anthony Small, and what a guest at ringside, Naseem Hamed, the former world featherweight champion who knocked out Billy Hardy in a round in this very arena, and I think Remigio Molina in a couple. Terrific times, excitement, weren't they? Do you think he could make featherweight now, or more like super middleweight?
Well, I don't want to be too personal, but I don't think we'll even see him box again. Why should he? He's achieved all he needs to achieve. But I think that Small will have to change what he's doing. He wasn't impressive in the opening round. He was grabbing too often. He was all over the place. There was no real structure to his boxing, so he'll want to put that to right.
When you finish the jab. Check, make with the jab.
David Pereira with the instructions for Anthony Small, who's been through a host of trainers like Adam Booth and Spencer Fearon as well. Second round, Richie Davis. He wants this cleaned up.
He's warning both men, but I think his mind is probably on Small, who was the one doing all the talking and all the kind of showboating. Time to get down to work.
It's a nervous start from Anthony Small, with those long black socks and the sparkly silver trunks. Can he settle and get going? He has 15 knockouts on his slate, and now he begins to get down to business. Good right hand. This is much better from Anthony Small.
Yep, this is a different Anthony Small altogether. Still a little bit too keen to grab up close, but obviously the physical strength, he has to counteract that.
Switch hitting, and try to utilize his slippery skills and his speed.
This is much better from Small. Hall must keep his composure, can't get frustrated or become rattled, digging in some body shots. That should be his tactics.
Absolutely slow down Small, who's going to be looking to use his feet and flash around, digging out angles and trying to bamboozle Hall as he comes in.
That was a vicious left hook behind the elbow from Hall. Obviously a little sharp talking to from Small in between rounds here. Boxing better.
The right hook from Hall, though, just seemed to momentarily hurt Small. He comes back with a combination. He has got some tricks.
That was a good uppercut. That was a hurtful punch. Hall walked right onto it.
This is a much better round. Styles gelling. And Hall with a body shot. Small offering him a target, trying to goad him as he has been during the build-up.
Let him go, Small!
Can Matthew Hall stick to the game plan?
I think Small's going to have to be a little bit careful. He's a little bit guilty of grabbing hold of Hall's arms when they're up close, pretty much every time they're up close, but he's getting punches off now and he's catching Hall at long range.
A nice body shot went in from Small, and again.
But Hall is making him work every second of every round, and that could well pay dividends. He wastes a lot of energy, Anthony Small, with his style. It's not the ideal style for a 12-rounder. See, again, the referee is not calling break, he's issuing instructions, and Small is stopping working as though he's called break. He's going to have to concentrate a bit more.
Such broad shoulders, Matthew Hall, right over the top of the head. He just wants to march down Small. Oh, good action at the end of the second.